What's going on YouTube? Hero King here. I know I just did a profile on this a few days ago, but I just officially tested this deck out at a locals tournament. It was my first time using this build at locals, and it was the first time I actually played a Six Samurai deck in a tournament in a very long time. I gotta say since my freshman year, which was I think 6 years ago, right before Six Sams kind of died. And this isn't really just going to be so much as a profile, but also my review on this deck. I'm going to go really in depth. I'm going to take a little more time to explain some things on this video. I'm going to tell you guys like what worked really well, who my MVPs were for this deck, as far as the cards and what I would take out, what I would add. So yeah, we'll get into this. So we start off with the main deck. 3 Kizaru. This guy is fantastic. If you're not playing him at 3, you're wrong. You do not want to play him at any less than 3. If you're playing him at 2 or 1, I'm telling you, like, you're messing up big time. Just because one thing you really got to keep in mind with these Six Samurai cards, these effects are not once per turn. You could constantly just keep recycling these cards and using the same effects over and over and over and over. So what Kizaru does when he's special summoned, you get to search out one Six Samurai from your deck that has a different attribute than every other monster, every other Six Samurai monster you control. Now, what I do is the best ways to get him out are with Kageki, which is my personal preference. If I'm open up with a Kageki or a smoke signal to search Kageki, or just if I open up with that, using Kageki's effect to special summon, and then just go from there, and even using Isolde's effect. This card's so broken, guys, and there were times where I would use Hatsume's effect, Monster Reborn, Soul Charge, you name it. Like I would run through all 3 of these guys over and over, recycling them out of my grave like it was nothing. On to the next card. 3 legendary Six Samurai Kizan. This card was also awesome. I would definitely say run this at 3 as well, just because it's so easy to summon. All you gotta do is control another Six Samurai monster, and you can special summon him. And plus, these are the only rank 4 or level 4s rather that you play in this deck, so you really need them to get out number 86. And pretty much the way I like to do it, I would try to get like 2 of each and 1 of the other, if that makes sense. So let's just say, for instance, I was able to get out 2 of these guys and Kizaru, because in my personal preference, like when I'm going for 86 in the bamboozling combo, I want 3 attachments on my number 86, and this is the reason why, guys. So just in case they have something for your bamboozling, at least your number 86 still has 3 attachments. So ideally, you would like to get 3 level 4s out and go into Heroic Champion first, so that way he's unaffected. But on with the rest of the deck, guys. Kageki, absolute MVP of this deck as well. Playing him at 3. So pretty much, if you don't know what he does, you normal summon him, and then you could special summon 1 Six Samurai monster from your hand. Having Six Samurai United and Dojo and cards like that make this card so much better, because you're getting so many counters and whatnot, and just awesome. And then you're playing 2 blue, 2 red. These cards are also just fantastic. Like I said, like it's not once per turn. Like you could just keep searching and special summoning. A lot of times I would use Summon Sorcerer's effect and Kizaru's effect to get these guys out. So yeah. And just their special abilities too, like which one is it? Using, let me see. My bad, guys, I'm kind of tired. Using Red's effect to pretty much, so when you summon Sorceress, getting Fuma to their side of the field, using his effect to pop. One combo that I actually taught myself today. So I would have these guys on the field, right? And I would have more, but pretty much I would use his effect to target Kizaru, and then pretty much what I would do, I'll have another Kizaru in my graveyard. I'll banish I would I would banish Kizaru and chain that, and then I would hit Fuma and get the special summon from the deck. What was it? The deck? Yeah, the deck. So yeah. Next, play 2 Fuma. Fuma's pretty good, especially if you. So say if you got a pretty bad hand, right? It's just good in case you have, like I said, if you have a bad hand and we'll just say you just have Kaigeki and no other 6 samurais, and it's like, damn, but you got Dojo. Just being able to pop Dojo and get that extra monster link is pretty good. My favorite card in the deck right now, or I'm going to say my second favorite out of my main monsters, Hatsume. Absolutely broken, guys. As many times as you want per turn, as long as you got the materials for it in your graveyard. Banish 2, special summon from the graveyard. It's awesome. And then the OG of the deck, Grandmaster. Don't go into him all the time, especially just playing him at 1. I don't really draw into him a lot, but he's just good to have sometimes, and he's got a good effect. Now, this card really let me down today. It's a big reason why I lost a game that I should have won. 3 Spell Striker. I will be taking this out, guys. I'm not playing this card anymore. It was horrible for me. There are other people who run it, and it works better for them. And I'm not saying they're wrong, but it didn't work for me. It kind of let me down today, and I will not be playing these anymore in this deck. I tested them out. Not doing it again. And that'll be it for the monsters, guys. We'll get into our spells. So first, the 1 Gateway. Absolutely amazing card if you could draw into it. Not really much you could say, man. Like, it's so broken. Like, just being able to, like, if you draw on this, you probably win. Like, no doubt. Then you play your 1 Rhoda. Have to because it's a warrior deck. You play your 3 Shein Smoke Signal. Obviously, pretty standard stuff. United. United is amazing. Obviously, just being able to get two counters on it, and then pop it to draw 2. Then probably one of my favorite spell cards in the deck is the 3 Dojo. I used to run this at 2, and I highly regret it. Sorry about the cat. Shit's pissing me off, but yeah, pretty much. I highly recommend running this at 3. It's way better. You want to see this. And it's also just such a great combo extender. Then I do play the Bamboo Sword engine. So the 3 Cursed, 3 Golden to draw, and then the 1 Broken, which a lot of times I'll just ditch with Isold. And then I play the 1 Living Fossil, 1 Divine Sword, and Moon Mirror Shield. None of these are ever dead in your hand. Another great card for me today. 2 Called by the Grave. I really wish it was still at 3 because Ash Blossom hurts this deck. And so does Draw and Lock, but oh well. 1 Monster Reborn. And if you open with it, you win. Simple as that. It's pretty much, I would compare it to Exodia. Like, you might as well just surrender. Now we'll go into the extra deck. 1 Xian. Hardly ever go into it, just kind of there if I need. I did go into him once today actually, but he didn't really do too much. 1 Isold for Link 2s. Best link in the deck, no doubt. Actually, no, I take that back. That's just the sleepiness talking there, but still an amazing card. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's the best link in the deck, no doubt. Just because you get the search and being able to set up for your next turn and specialing pretty much whatever you want. And you're almost never gonna break either. So, and then pretty standard here: Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Cerebus. Those are the only Link 2s we play. And then for Link 3s, Nightmare Unicorn, amazing card. I was playing a Thunder Dragon deck today, guys, and I did win that match. And I was just using him to just get Colossus back into the deck, or their extra deck, and it didn't keep him at bay for long, but it was still just enough to the point where I could win, and this cat is so annoying. Okay. Another amazing card, Summon Sorceress. Huge combo extender there. As for Link 4s, Borload. Once again, guys, in the Thunder Dragon matchup today, Colossus is a pain in the ass to get over. Borload solves that problem, like, no doubt. Like, just being able to attack him, and then you still have him. You could either link him off in main phase 2, not to mention the 2600 beater, and him just being on your side is amazing. Guy I was playing didn't even know what to do. And pretty much just being able to send it away, even if you choose not to link it off, better in the Graver than in the extra deck, even though they play multiple. A game winner for me today, Boral Sword for those OTKs. One Saruja. I went into Firewall a lot more than I thought I would, believe it or not. Yeah, I was. There was one game where I wound up with Boral Sword and Firewall co-linked. I was playing a Blue Eyes guy, and it was an amazing game. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, that was a pretty amazing combo right there. And then I played one Leviator Sea Dragon, just in case. I never go into it. And then number 75 Gossip Shadow. If you don't know what it does, guys, pretty much if a monster activates its effect, you could detach 2 materials, and the effect becomes each player draws 1 card. But the even better effect than that, which, by the way, I never want to use that effect, guys, unless I really have to. Better effect, you can make his materials number 86 materials, as long as Gossip Shadow himself, to give him like 5 or 6 materials easy. Like, it's, and I know he says a limit of 5 materials, guys, but since you're using Gossip Shadow's effect, it's cool. I checked it with a judge. It is 100% cool. You could do that. And then lastly, for rank 4s, 1 Exotine Knight, just in case I feel the need to blow up my opponent's field, but I didn't go into it today. Next, I'll show you guys what I was side decking. The MVP of the side deck for me today, Ash Blossom. A lot of times where it came up, where I really needed it, and it just came through every time. I seen it was like Ash Blossom had like an actual mind, and was like, it just knew I needed her, and it came up huge. The card I'm probably going to take out of my side deck that I don't really feel like I need is Ghost Ogre. Came up pretty useless today. I'll probably sub that out for either Twin Twisters or Heavy Storm Dusters, or just something better that I can get more use out of. The one I didn't draw into all day today for some weird reason, because I always seem to draw into it whenever I side deck it, other than today, is Drone Lockbird. Definitely going to be a staple in the side deck for a long time. On the traps, evenly matched, was amazing today, especially going second. And lastly, another great card, guys, 3 Rivalry of the Warlords. This is just an amazing card, like, especially for those types of decks that they run like several different types of monsters. Like, this will end them, man. Like, but anyways, guys, had a pretty solid day today. In case you're wondering what I beat today, I beat Thunder Dragons, I beat Blue Eyes, I beat Galaxy Eyes, and I lost a really weird game to Fluffles. I don't know how. Honestly, I really misplayed big time in that game. I'm not going to take any credit away from the guy. He beat me straight up. But yeah, could have went 4-1, but I didn't. And then I lost to Zombies, because, you know, Zombie World and Super Poly, which somehow that guy wound up with that same combo each game, even though Super Polys I won. That card must really love him. But anyway, guys, that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the profile and my deck review of the 6 Samurais. This is definitely going to be a deck I'm going to be playing competitively from here on out, unless something really bad gets hit. And I know a lot of people are really worried about Invoker and Goblin getting banned, but guys, honestly, it runs fine. Like, you just gotta be on top of your game and just not forgetting effects. These guys got graveyard effects and everything, man. Like, it's just such an amazing deck. I'm only gonna get better with it. Next week, I expect to do even better than 3 and 2. But anyway, guys, it's getting kind of late. I'm gonna go to bed. Hero King sign out for now.